Hey, 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 what's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Way That I Love You podcast. I'm your host, Will Music.
And I'm your host, Sherona.
And we are always excited and delighted to be amongst our family and podcast.
That's right, my love.
Now, if this is your first time tuning in, I just want to let y'all know that we are a hot, and I mean hot, sexy marriage podcast. And we talk about marriage, our marriage, life's ups and downs, and how we navigate through it from our perspective.
That's right. And like my husband said, we do it our way. And we encourage you to do it your way. Listen, no marriages are the same. And we just kind of learn from each other and just put the pieces together as we go along. We want to create healthy marriage. We want to help you create healthy marriage. And we say you can use any of the tools that we put out there and apply it to your marriage. That is wonderful, my loves. But if you can't, and you know, it doesn't work for you, just put it in your back pocket and give it to somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, babe.
Yes.
I just couldn't help but to admire you this morning and notice how beautiful you look.
Thank you, baby.
So that will be my first shout out. Shout out to you.
Yes. Now shout out to you too, because you're looking mighty good yourself.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if y'all can see the pectoral bounce. But hey, a group of people that we would love to give a shout out to. And this is our global audience.
That's right, all around the world.
All around the world.
They know who they are.
Yes. North America.
North America.
South America.
South America.
Africa.
Africa.
Asia.
Asia.
Europe.
Europe.
Oceania, baby.
And Oceania, baby.
Feel like did I miss one?
No, you did not.
All right.
We'd like to thank everyone that tuned into the Way That I Love You podcast, that helps support the Way That I Love You podcast, listening to us every week. You know who you are, and we just thank you. We cannot do this podcast without you.
Yes.
And we just want to ask you to continue to, motivate other people and get other people involved. Have them go to our website. Mm-hmm. You check out our website at thewaythatIloveYou.live. Go listen to us on all social media platforms, which is YouTube, Facebook, everywhere you put your podcast. We're on the audio side as well. If you also tune into our YouTube page, at the Way That I Love You podcast, you get to see our wonderful faces and get to feel like you are engaging one-on-one with us.
Which you are.
Leaving some comments and below and on all the platforms, right? So we get to talk to you. You get to talk to us. And, just let us know how you're liking the show. Give us some reviews, some shout outs. And we just thank you.
Thank you.
Once again.
Yes, from the bottom of our hearts. And summer is coming to it. Well, has come to an end.
Summer has come to an end.
Yes. So this week.
It came to an end this week?
Yeah, this past week. Yep. Summer has come to an end, and we are now in a new season.
Well, not yet. We're not going to go into this new season.
Not for the podcast.
For the podcast.
Right.
We're going to give it one more week.
Yes.
But we are getting ready for the new season, baby. We got our Eagles mugs.
Yes, we do.
We're drinking our coffee because we like our coffee hot, y'all.
Hashtag
I love my coffee hot. And as you can see, we are Eagles fans over here on this side. If you in Philly, you should be an Eagles fan.
Bird country.
Anywhere in PA.
Yeah, really anywhere in PA.
That's right.
We're not going to mention nothing about the other PA team.
Yeah. But anything this side of the town, we give shout outs to and everywhere.
Closer to Philly, represent the birds. Most definitely. 50-mile radius.
Yes.
No, we have our long distance fans too.
Yes.
So we love all our birds fans, bird country, everywhere, wherever you reside.
Yes. So, baby, we want to get into this new episode. This is going to be Pool Party Part 2, y'all.
Yes.
You remember the last pool party we did? We were with the Whites and the Armstrongs, and we kind of sat around. We talked about relationships. This past summer, we went on a trip with the Armstrongs, and we went to Virginia. And when we were in the hot tub, we were surrounded around a whole bunch of different married couples.
Mm-hmm.
And
how ironic. It just happened to be all married couples.
Yes. So we all got to talking and talking about relationships and individuals that weren't married, that were scared to get married for whatever reason. We know everyone has their reasons on why they don't want to get married in this particular time in their life. And so we were talking about that, about the views of how we see it. And everything is not necessarily the right way because someone sees it a particular way. But we're talking as individuals that are married and kind of like putting our views out there. So I want to shout out everyone that was in the hot tub. We have Amy and Joe of Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. Yep.
We have Omar and Melissa from New York.
Yes.
We have David and Katie from PA.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have Michelle and Kevin Armstrong, or Kevin and Michelle Armstrong from New Jersey.
Yes.
So, and then, of course, we were in the hot tub.
Yeah, we were in the hot tub, and we represent PA too. So PA represent big time on there. So you know where it's at.
So, we like to thank everyone that was at the hot tub, and we let them know, hey, we're doing a podcast because the story got so good. We were just like talking. I'm like,
very candid conversations.
Very candid. So I was like, let me get my phone and take my phone out, y'all. So we just say, listen, you can podcast wherever you are. There is no right and wrong way to podcast.
It's your show.
It's your show.
It's your podcast. It's our podcast, our show.
That's right.
This is how we roll.
Yes.
Boom.
And we do it. And listen, baby, we do it wherever we see fit.
Ooh. Come on now.
I'm gonna drink to that.
I already sip.
So listen, y'all, as we get into the podcast, this very candid conversation, we hope that you enjoy it and pass it along to someone else.
Yes, and definitely keep an open mind and just listen to what's being discussed and let us know your thoughts as well.
I think I see it most. I was an ICU nurse for years. So what I saw was people get very, very ill. And they have partners for 30 plus years, never married. You get very ill, and the person that you love and trust most in your life cannot make any decisions for you. So they'll search out a sister you haven't talked to in 15 years and you don't like, and that's who gets to make life and death decisions.
So you see that a lot.
I see it every single day.
So this is why you should get married.
You should get married to the person that you love and trust the most to make life and death decisions, because everyone dies.
Right.
Everyone dies. And everyone dies in a situation where there's someone making life and death decisions for them. So I see it as there's this person that you trust, you've lived with for 30 plus years, and they don't get to make those decisions, and they're the person that you trust most in this life.
Right.
So,
and people don't understand it. They don't understand that's the benefits.
There's so many benefits to marriage. There's wealth building. You have two people. If something happens, there is someone else backup that you can trust. There's just a million different reasons. Like you said before, it's not all about love. I mean, that's something
the byproduct
that you grow. But there's just a million different reasons to get married and stay married that people don't understand until they're in that situation and build it.
Just being you and just being out and being off, like you said, being genuine and pure, that's ministry.
Yes.
That's it. Right. You don't have to say, hey, I'm this and I got the Bible in my back pocket. You don't have to mention Bible. No. You don't have
people
to
will pick up on it.
Right, exactly.
It's the same as we sitting here talking, because we all realize there was a connection to,
They'll know it's something different, and then the opportunity will present itself when they pose the question. You know what I mean? And then you can share.
But, there's all kind of people, though. Kind of people
most definitely.
Who I thought, what you're saying, but I don't believe that. I go, okay, I'm sorry. And one thing I say is I'm never going to shove nothing down your throat.
Right.
I'm never going to do that. Right. So you're saying, because I strongly believe, and I think this is going on politically in this country, nobody can disagree with me. I have to hate you to disagree. You can't. If I say I don't like the green grass, if you like the green grass, I'm your enemy. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not the way. That's not God. Is not like that.
Yeah. No, that's just your views.
God isn't like that. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying. God is not confusion and anger.
Yeah. Something you said about what are they missing out on? If you think about the phrase, it's cheaper to keep her. Normally that meant, being married, it's cheaper to keep her. You get divorced, you pay alimony, child support.
I agree.
But even in relation to dating and being married, it's time and money invested when you're with someone. And the reality, if you pouring all this time and all this effort and all this money into one person, it's cheaper to keep her opposed to she's nagging because I left the toilet seat up, then jump, like you said, jump into Denise, jump into Michelle, jump into this one and that one.
Well, we were talking about, my sister and I were talking, we were saying how young ladies are scared to be married. And I'm like, I think it's just all fake for them to say that, because as a woman, most women are nurturally that's what they want.
That's what you want. You desire.
So it's sort of a desire. So we were most women, right? So, but the benefits, which was going to be like the podcast we're doing now, right? The benefits of marriage is that if I'm your girlfriend for 15 years, then what's the point? Because if something was to happen to you, I'm not entitled to IRAs. I'm not entitled to things that come with marriage for stability. Right. I'm not entitled to those things. So like, why would I waste that energy? And invest. Right. And it's not that you want to be a gold digger, but you do want stability. Right. And stability, and God wants stability for you.
Especially if you build up together. And,
yes.
And once you build up together, and then that unity is there, you don't want it just to be wasted. Exactly. And then there's a void right there.
Right. And we've seen so many people that have been boyfriend and girlfriend over the years, and then if one spouse pass away, the children, if they come into the marriage and the children say, well, this was my mother's house, you have to leave. Right. This was my father's house, you have to leave. Then you do all of this and you spend this time with this person, but the children now have control over the spouse's financial institute. Yeah. And so, because of the lack of commitment.
Right.
So again, how can you be a power couple if you don't commit to anything? That's the power couple move.
And now you're being put out of a house that you built.
That you built
with this person. Y'all spent money and invested in, remodel the kitchen, put it in drive.
I never thought of that term in terms of outside of marriage, but you're right, because even when just when you're dating, you are investing.
Right.
And let's take the financial aspect of it. Let's focus on the time, like you said. Mm-hmm. You're investing time, and what they call time is money. Is it?
Yes, it is.
So if I give you 10 years, I'm saying, and why not commit? I've given you all that time, so I want to start over again. And again, what is the benefit? I tell you what's going to happen. Because when you look at it, most of the time, unless it's something really bad, when we do that, we go, I could have worked it out.
Right.
I could have gutted it out.
Right.
Now you got to learn somebody all over again.
Right.
Learn
and make like them less.
They like.
And when they don't like them less.
Learn what you like about them, what you don't like. You got to worry about when you're dating them, they're wearing a mask for the first year or whatever, and not really knowing the true them. And then you find out later on she stabbed somebody or whatever they did. What happened to your last boyfriend? Oh, well, we broke up. Kind of found out she broke him up and he's hidden under a basement.
Right.
No, but you find out, you invest that time.
And
I always call it knowing somebody's representative and not them.
Right. She knows what she doesn't like about me. She knows what she likes about me. So
vice versa.
I know what I like about her. I know what I don't like about her.
Right.
And whether it's her or somebody else. Okay, I know if I come in here, her stuff's going to be on my side of the bed. Maybe with this one, her stuff's not on the side of the bed, but it's something else.
It's underneath the bed.
Right, so something else.
And that's
what I said. It's never going to be perfect.
And that's why we advocate.
Find who's perfect for you.
Yeah, that's why we advocate. When you first get together, y'all have to have a serious conversation to say, where are we going with this?
Right.
You know what I mean? That foundation has to be laid and understood that if this happened, we still together. If that happened, we're still together.
But that's finding your purpose-driven marriage.
Right.
So knowing that we tell people marriage is not about having babies. It's not about. I mean, that's good, and it's not really about love. Because God didn't say that you was going to be in love. He said, "I've given you together to create something together." He's more concerned about the ministry that you create together and the unity that you create together out of everything. He's not concerned if you like each other.
Because you're representing. You're like we said earlier. You're representing Christ in the marriage. Absolutely. The whole
template for marriage is God in the church. Why he would give himself up
to the church.
Right. How he gave himself up for the church. You know what I mean?
You know, one of the
that
things
is
that
the whole
I
template for
believe,
marriage.
People will go through the motions of it and they cool with it until you give it a name.
You're right about that. That's right.
If you take a teenager will do. You tell them, I need you to get a job. They'll be out there hustling. As soon as you tell them that they got to do something and you make them accountable, then it's I'm backing up. Because you're putting a title on what I'm doing. So people will play house.
Wifey is not wife.
You start mentioning
Right.
Wifey is not wife.
That's trying to get it close.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Well, when Paul taught, he is one thing, he said a lot.
Yeah, Paul.
He said it's better to marry than burn.
Yes.
Okay, now, that also I tell people, there are few people who are going to remain without wanting a relationship. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know too many John the Baptists. So, I don't see how people, I don't. People like to say that, but I question how many is really out there.
Right.
But, you know, it's just true. Right. The people start making stuff up and they say things that sound good. But I knew that was good for me. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you meet somebody. Now, I get what you're saying about that too, but I think it's even stronger though when you are in love. I'm sorry.
No, that comes with.
Because when you,
that's a byproduct of the marriage.
Right, I get that. Because when you're in love, you will truly be inseparable. Now, there's times, and I can be candid. I don't pretend to her, and she don't pretend to me. There are times we have had disagreements to the core, where I might have thought this ain't going to work.
Right.
Or maybe you just...
Everybody has had that. Yes.
Thank you.
Right.
Let me shake your hand.
If they are real about it, right?
Everybody
has. There's always been...
But that's the byproduct. Love is the byproduct of the marriage.
Ask many people to be honest. They won't tell you that.
They'll
just
say
no.
All you gotta do is ask someone, is that time of the month for her?
But here's what grounded. Listen, this is actually true. Now, it's why I say everything happened for a reason. So we're meant to meet you.
Yes,
that's the way God works.
Yes.
Right.
A little over a week ago, I think, we had a disagreement, an argument. A little nasty, you know what I'm saying? And I said, I'm going to the guest room. I stepped in the guest room, but prior to that, I said to her, remember, Scripture teaches, don't let the sun go down in your wrath. So I said, I touched her on the leg and said, I love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Say it again. How you say it?
No, I didn't do that. I said, I didn't hear you. I said it.
Right.
And I went in the room and look at how God would chastise you.
Yep.
And I had to be up in the morning for a busy day. I had a lot of work to do the next day. I couldn't go to sleep.
Yep.
I was tired. No.
Because the way he said it.
Wait. So she went upstairs. Her brother was upstairs, and the guest room was downstairs. So I went up to her, and she was pretty much almost knocking out. And I laid down with her, and I said, "It's not right for me to stay like that. Even if I'm sad, I could turn around in the bed and go like that. I shouldn't leave our bed just because I didn't like that."
Absolutely.
Right.
So you know, because you don't let separation come in between.
You sleep good when you're mad at me.
And this is what I told her. What?
I said, you sleep good when you're mad at me.
When we talked about one of our first episodes is marriage is not that hard. Relationships is not that hard. Relationships is not that hard. And so we talked about, not letting the sun go down on your wrath, but however, don't nag to a person. So we're with him and I, he'll say, well, let's pray. And I'll say, no, you pray by yourself and ask God to help you. And I'm going to ask God to help me, and we'll see each other in the morning. So, but I can't get mad at him. You can't be mad at somebody you praying with.
Yeah.
You can't be angry if you're praying. It's impossible. Praying and try to be angry with someone, that's impossible.
It's funny because if I can't feel the joy, I won't pray.
Right. So
because you gotta respect the Lord.
Right. And it's impossible to be angry with one another if you're praying.
And it doesn't mean that you have to resolve the situation.
No, absolutely.
You don't have to
resolve it.
Because some things, like you said, especially things that we call ugly, sometimes it might take a month. We just have to keep
going at it.
Let me pray about this. But as long as we make peace.
Right.
Like that's the most important thing is that we make peace before.
So we got something for you that we promote in our group. #ChaseYourDessert. So
that's their hashtag.
Right. So when you're angry with each other, of course you want to be like this right here.
Of course.
Don't get away from me. Don't touch me.
Right.
But so one of the things we promote, and we of course we said it in a clean way. Hashtag chase your dessert.
Right.
So okay, we're all adults here. Everybody, because all the kids are gone. So here's something that's very difficult to do. But when you're mad with each other, come here, girl. Guess what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'll have sex, and I'm gonna tell you why. Oh shit! Hold on. Wait.
Say it again.
Angry sex is always the best sex.
Because the reason why, guess what? When you're finished, what half the time, whatever you was arguing, like it wasn't that. I forget what I arguing about. Hold on. Care about that? Whatever. You have whatever you want. Go ahead, girl.
Now,
who cares?
I never said it as bluntly as that. But
I have.
But
everybody here is married.
No,
we have.
I agree with you. I think because first of all, I just told you what Paul taught. It's better to marry than burn. So
exactly.
and you're right. It has a way of calming the storm.
Yeah,
exactly.
And guess what? And you can work out your anger.
The way you put that.
Get on my nerves too. Woo, yes. Get on your nerves, baby. Yeah. Oh, my toes is curling.
One of the things I can say is he'll come to me and I'm still holding on. I'm like, he's like, are you mad? No, I'm not mad. He's like, no, you're mad. I'm not mad. Look at this face.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Don't
touch me. I'm not mad.
And it does that. Like, I'm not mad. I promise you I'm not mad. Let's go get ice cream. I'm not mad. Like,
I want ice cream. I want ice cream.
But that's because sometimes
Well,
I
you do,
really
but
am
at that
mad. I'm like, just don't. You know? But, it's a way of kind of like bringing balance
to back to relationship.
People laugh when we say it.
Yeah.
But
I don't laugh. No, it's something hard to do. But you know what I'm saying? See, I wouldn't have added that to it. That's what wound up happening after we argued.
Right.
Now, I had to kind of, sway it a little bit.
I'm not like switch.
Yeah.
Right. But the
So there is the
thing about
you definitely got to preheat the oven.
Okay, it's not so much about the act, because we also talk about intimacy isn't just sex.
Right.
Amen.
It's about
a connection.
It's about the closeness. Right.
It's about the bond.
So it doesn't have to be.
What is my
It doesn't have to be
baby's love
sex.
language?
It's about the two of you. It's just be intimate with each other.
Like
just
holding each other's intimate.
Forget about all that
Yes.
stuff. Forget about what you're angry about. Put it to the side. A lot of times it'll dissipate. Half the time you forget about what it was, and
No,
your
I like what you're saying.
your walls come down. You're able to talk about it. You know what, babe? I realized I really was. I really messed up when I said that. I shouldn't have said it that way, and I'm sorry about that. Da-da-da-da.
You think about it. If you holding each other, what you said, it don't have to be the act.
Yeah.
So we always
Intimacy, and that will change your mood.
So him and I.
We did it. You about to say about the episode?
The episode.
So we did an episode called "Down on Bended Knees."
Boys to men.
Exactly. But it talks about that next level of intimacy without being physical.
So it's our season. We do podcasts, you all. So I'm actually podcasting now. But I was on our seasons. It's Down on Bended Knee. It was It was a rough week. Well, rough 2 weeks for us, and we wasn't really connected. You know those times when you're just not connecting. No matter what you do, you're just not connecting. So the Lord woke me up at 5 a.m, and He told me to pray, and then He said, "Go downstairs and open up my Bible to Ephesians 5." And then He said, "Go upstairs, huh?"
Yeah.
He said, "Go upstairs and get him." I lit candles. Yeah. I took the Bible. I put it on the table. I lit like romantic candles all around. And then it's 5 a.m, and I'm like, I'm breaking the ice. I said, kissed him. I said, "You want to come downstairs with me?"
I smelled the aroma. I was like, "Oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down."
So it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I lit candles, and I put pillows on the floor. So he came down. He's like,
I'm like, oh okay. I'm game.
So then he seen the Bible. He was like, what? And I'm like, first we danced.
Yeah, we did.
I had music playing. I had regular music playing. We danced. And so we danced. And then I said, well, come on, let's pray. And it was like,
Alright.
So we ask God to be in every area of our life, right? We want God to help us when we're down and everything. So in that moment, I'm like, well, in our intimacy, why are we not asking God to be there when our romance is not there? help us create romance. And so the 1-2 things, we had to pray first so we could connect with him first. Yep. And then once we connect with him, it was so much intimacy there. Yeah. We were able to really talk and hug each other and have prayer. It was the most intimate moment we've ever had in over 20 years because we sat there. It was so next level because we put God in the middle of it. And just kind of like talked, and we didn't say you did this, you did that. Lord, I thank you for the way
God
my husband
always
did.
in the middle. You just acknowledge him in the middle.
Well, acknowledge. But I'm saying,
but you know how you get comfortable when you can trust God in a certain area of your life more than something.
More than
that's
other.
What we're
than trusting Him yourself.
Right. So we trusted God in our moment of sexual intimacy. That's what I'm saying. Like we put him first and said, Lord, because we you know when you're bickering back and forth, you can't get here. You can't get there.
But he just said you can't.
Right, you can't get there. So in order to do that, we had to do this in order, and then do this at the same time. You know, and so when we did that at the same time, it was beautiful because he was there. He was there.
I really like that.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah.
A lot of times we ask God, forgive me, I did this. Oh, God, I'm sorry, forgive me. But we won't forgive the person we lay next to as quickly as we ask. Wow. We want him to forgive us for everything. Oh, I did this, forgive me. But just one little thing and we don't want to forgive them. And because sometimes she'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I already forgave you. Don't worry about it. I already forgave you. Before you even ask for it, I'll just say to her, I already forgave you before you even say, so you don't have to say I'm sorry for it. But that takes time to get there But we work on forgiving the person you lay next to faster than you forgive. I mean, it's good to forgive others so you don't have to dwell on it, but learn to forgive the person who you lay with faster than anybody else.
Right, because that's always the issue too. You can forgive somebody outside of you two.
And we'll go home and hold a grudge.
Right.
Go home and hold a grudge.
And hold the grudge
for days,
against,
for weeks, for months even sometimes. And bring it up to their face. Oh well, so forgive. Why dwell on it? Dwell doesn't make a solve on it.
We tend to just get comfortable.
Right.
Yeah. And when you get comfortable, you stop putting in the work.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why people don't want, when we get back on what's the benefits of marriage, people don't want that. They're scared of not forgiving. They're scared of not having someone forgive them.
And sometimes they just be scared of failing.
They're scared of failing.
That's most of the time.
And it's all selfish and not selfless.
Right. It's media driven though too.
We talked about that.
Yep. I said it's media driven too.
Before you came, I said that.
Yeah, because
it's media
starting
driven.
in the 70s with what was that program with Valerie Bertinelli, and she was a single mom and with her two daughters.
I can't think.
That was the first time. One day at a time.
Yeah, one day at a time.
Yeah. Yep. You know, and it's like not reinforcing marriage anymore. It's like, oh, it's good to be single. It's good to be like a single independent. It's not, oh, it's good to be married. It's good to have a partner.
It's good to have, they say it's good to have a partner, but not the equivalent of marriage.
And people nowadays will say, and I've heard people say it, if it don't work, I'll get divorced. If you say that, look at what you've done.
You got that in your back pocket?
Hold on now.
You got that in your back pocket?
I'm going to make a point.
I'll divorce you.
Have you ever,
because I can't hear this.
have any of you ever, in this hot tub right here, ever bought a car and told the dealer, the car looked like it's going to break down, but I'll buy it, it'll break down and bring it back?
Nope.
You're not going to say that because you're going to say, I'm not buying that car. So how can you possibly have a mindset of it may not work going into a marriage?
Right.
You already halfway defeated.
Right.
So my wife, whose name is Melissa, just said something to me during that argument. She said, you're more compassionate to your staff than me. At the moment she said it, couldn't grasp it. I didn't understand it. I thought it was crazy. But then while I was in that guest room, like I told you, I said, I will put hours in hearing my staff's problem. They call me all the time. I'm always working. But I won't, to your point, do this quickly for her. So I didn't add that part. So it's good that I got a chance to add that. So part of what I told her when I went back upstairs is, going forward, I will make sure to do that. And if I'm not, I ask her humbly, call me out and correct me so I do it. Because I did not know I was doing that.
And you gotta receive.
And that's the thing. That's the thing.
Because when we get stuck up, when we get in our we don't want to receive. Our pride takes over, and we don't want to see. And deep down in our core, we really know what that person is saying. It's true. Like she might say something to me, and I know really what she's saying is true. But my pride,
you're angry.
Sometimes and vice versa. I'll say something to her, and she'll know. No. But she knows deep down inside. She really does know. I mean, we all know. We know, not most of the time. We know a lot of times when we're doing something wrong, but our pride won't let us say, "Yeah, I'm wrong."
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
And see, like Sherona and I,
I wish she would have heard that. But I kind of preach that to her too, and vice versa. A lot of times, what you're saying is right, but I couldn't receive it. And a lot of times it's the same way. What I'm saying is right, but you're not.
And I'm gonna show you a good tool, a good trick that we actually. I don't even know how we came upon it. It was nothing but the Lord that did this. We have a love journal, and we write everything in it. It's my side and her side.
I'm gonna steal that from you.
It's my side and her side. And we'll put everything in it. Highs, lows.
It's good and bad. Everything's not good.
Everything. Highs, lows, good, bad.
Everything.
Oh, so that's evidence.
Yeah,
good and bad.
Is that what that sounds like? That's evidence. I don't know about that. Evidence. I don't know about that.
Listen. But listen. It's a journal. When you journal, you're putting all your feelings. If you have a good day, bad day, you're journaling. So you're putting it in this journal. So we have our love journal. She wrote something down in the love journal that I was able, because I'm one of those analytical I gotta see things, and when I read her words, I was able to grasp the concept and was just like, wow, I'm doing this. And I was immediately on point with correcting it and being mindful of it. Because now when I see it again, the flag
and
pops
with the
up.
journal.
Did you journal that he corrected it?
No, but look, with the journal, the journal is not for you to say, I wrote down something in the journal. The journal is to write it, put the journal back on the shelf. Whenever that person gets it and go to it, they'll see it. So on one side says his, and the other side says hers, Mr. and Mrs. Yeah. So it's not to say I wrote you something in the journal. Right. You need to go read it. Right. It's that whenever
we intentionally go to.
It's like a book you go back to, right?
And you'll go and you flick back. You say, okay, I read this one. I normally check on when I read her stuff. I normally put my little signature on there, so she'll know that I read it if she chooses to go back and look at it. But it's not for her to go back and look at it. She's looking at my side of it, and God just takes care of the rest. And we know when we read each other's stuff because our behavior towards one another is
starting to change. And if we put good days in it, we can say I had a wonderful day with you on this day, or I had a bad day with you, wasn't as meaningful. So we can put those things in there, but it allows us to know our journey and we're growing together. So it's just
it's something that our children can go back and look. They already
we thought about that.
They already mimic our
marriage. My kids say, we've been married for 23 years. We've been together for almost 25, right? And so when we tell people we've never had a blown up argument, we've never had a blow up argument in the whole entire time.
I can't say
now we have disagreements, but we don't have like big arguments.
We're not wrestling.
We're not like no. But we've never yelled. Like screamed, hollered, yelled, any of those things.
Especially in front of the children.
But our children say that. And that's just because that's just what we do. And we tell people, your marriage is your marriage. Yeah. Whatever way you do it is the way you do it.
Yeah, that's how
that's how we operate. Right.
Exactly.
But we
it will be fake.
Right. But we can take tools from one another and we can apply those tools to best help us along our journey. But our children, our boys, we have 3 boys. They're 26, 27, 27. And so they'll say, my mom and dad don't argue. I'm not going to argue with you. My mom and dad don't do that. They may have their way they do things, but they understand when they're communicating with someone, they'll say, my mom and dad don't do that. That's not healthy. So our job as parents and as married individuals is to help people with their journey to find healthiness, a healthy balance for themselves, for them to recognize that and say, and we get mad, we get upset with one another, but it was a decision that we just said, this is what we're not going to do.
Foundation.
One of the things.
Could you I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, piggybacking off of what you said, there are times when I'll say to him, answer me how you'll answer one of the guys that you mentor. Or respond to me like I'm your best friend. Because before we started dating, we were best friends.
And I tell her, but she don't believe it. I'm like, man, I tell her, man.
I'm like, you had my ear. When we were best friends, I could say anything and you listen 24/7. And you didn't get tired. Now, sometimes I'm talking to you, you're like, all right, can you hurry up?
Selective hearing.
Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wait a minute. When we were best friends, you would fall asleep on the phone when I was talking.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I need you to go back to, don't look at me like I'm your wife talking to you. Listen like you're talking to your best friend.
I love that.
Like, you know, because we get comfortable and...
That's what I say, you get comfortable.
we don't, so going back to... chasing your dessert, the things that you did in the beginning to get them, you got to keep doing those things. You have to keep doing them
because she was beautiful when you was dating.
Keep telling her that, right? You got to keep doing the same things.
You got to keep on telling them. If you went out on dates, go out on dates, and a date don't have to be. The date don't have to be, I got to spend my whole paycheck.
No.
It could be, listen, we have gone to go get ice cream.
It ain't about money.
We sat in the car.
We sat in the car eating ice cream and make it a date. There's a date.
Right.
We put too much pressure on that. You're right.
Right.
A date is just you and your mate. You and your woman or husband.
Society.
All it is.
We just had it. We just had it.
You probably spent $20.
Let's go for a walk.
It might have been a nice day, right? You might love
intimacy.
Look, we just had a date. We decked out the backyard. My wife, we had that inflatable pool. Yeah, we blew the pool up.
The inflatable one.
We had a tent frame because the canopy got wrecked by the storm. So we just strung lights around the frame of the tent.
She made it look nice too.
Put a screen up, had the projector out, and we had a nice romantic evening.
We took our blowout bed.
Oh yeah, we took our blowout bed, and then we actually pitched another tent and had the bed in there, set it up real nice, had a solar light in there,
right in your backyard.
In my backyard.
In the backyard.
And
in the backyard. That was our date.
When we do these dates, we don't talk about work. We don't talk about issues. We don't talk about our kids.
We don't talk about
kids
at all.
Don't bring them up. We don't even let them calling us.
Yeah, we
don't bring our cell phones out.
Right. It's okay to take a picture of us out on a date night.
But we don't.
Put the phones
up. We're
up.
not having technical difficulties while we're on a date.
we're not taking pics and posting.
So
we're not doing that.
Right.
Take a pic. Post it later. So we facilitate the Alpha Marriage course. So him and we're facilitating the Alpha Marriage course right now. And so we're helping side by side other individuals learning how to date each other. Yeah,
because it is a process to learn how to date each other.
The importance of making it a priority.
Right.
And when something comes up, you stay committed to your priority. That's your date night.
Especially
you're not letting anything come.
And having meaningful conversation on the date, and not just talking rubbish.
I told a guy, I'm straight.
Okay.
What did you do when the kids were younger and you didn't have?
That's when that community comes in, and we talk about having a community. How it is impossible. To say the same way you need a village to raise children, you need a village to stay married. Right. You cannot be married by yourself. You need other individuals, a community of married people. They understand it to say, you know what?
Because it's another
I can
couple.
watch your children.
Yeah, it's another couple that knows what that feels like.
We help each other out.
No, I love what you said because this is what I'm saying. I strongly believe there's value in candor. I always say that. And when people are not candid or honest, it's meaningless. Mm-hmm. What you said is true. You need sometimes, most of the time, not all, help to stay married.
Yes.
Because, you, like you said, you do get comfortable. It's human nature to get comfortable.
Yes.
Okay, and people lie. Like I said, I don't know, everybody gets comfortable. Right. It depends on what level of comfort.
What she said's also true. The one thing you did say was married couple, married, you didn't say, I have your community of married friends, right? Because if she's got single friends and I got single friends,
they don't.
It leads to single lives.
Yeah. You got it. That's it.
Beautiful.
And you got to be around what you want to be. So, for example,
who you hang out with is who you become.
Right. So, right. So, if you want to be a millionaire, be with other millionaires. They'll teach you. They'll pour into you. They'll teach you how to get there. Hang with other healthy married couples. They'll teach you how to stay healthy. They're not, and if they're really transparent. Like we're having this conversation right here, they'll say, "Yeah, we argued last week. We argued last night about blah blah blah." They won't say, "Oh, it's perfect and it's lovely," because the reality of it.
Right.
That's the reality. What you said about being on TV, about what we watch on TV, like
one day at a time.
Right, one day at a time. But current reality shows, we remember when we did about commercials, the current reality shows, they're sitting at a table, somebody throws wine in somebody's face, a wig. Now that's okay to watch. But that's not real life. Because guess what? Doing that, they go commercial. But imagine if we were at dinner with your wife and she threw a wine in your face and snatch off a wig and slam something and walk out and fight somebody over there on the next table, you'll be like, commercial. I'll be screaming, commercial, please, I need a break. Like that's what they watch on TV, and a lot of people think that they take that and say, hey, they take the entertainment and they try to apply it to their life, and it's like,
it's not.
Hey, you're not gonna stay married like that. That's not real life.
It's just like eating bad food. You become, you know what I mean?
That's not what's gonna happen.
I forgot how you said it, so I want you to repeat if you can. I thought it was beautiful when you said receive it. 'Cause a lot of times you know it's right and you don't.
Right. In our core, we know. A lot of times we know that what our spouse is saying to us is right, but it's our pride. Honestly, it's our pride that won't let us say, you know what, you're right, honey. Let me go ahead and fix this, or let me go ahead and do that. You know what, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. But we'll say, what I say? What you mean? I ain't saying like that. Come on now. This is different, like you said, when you said, I love you, opposed to, I love you. Opposed to, yeah, I love you. And turn over on the bed. And, that's a different I love you. Oh, but then they be like, why you say like that? Why I say like what? I said I love you. What you talking about? Come on now. And they feel that. Yeah. And they truly do feel that.
Receiving comes by. One of the things that we always say, and I know this is like it starts because women, we're receivers. So I'm a traditional person by nature. So not that I blame
by nature.
By nature. So I feel like if the man takes the first step, then we walk and follow behind him, right?
Absolutely.
And so what I always say to him is, it starts with you, because with receiving, with us, a lot of times, we won't receive if we don't see you receive. But when we see you receive, like if I, like, hey, treat me like I'm your best friend, talk to me like that. When you receive that and you say, you know what, you were right. Then on the flip side, then I can receive back because I'm a incubator. Like whatever you give me, I'm taking it. I'm thinking about you give me food. I'm gonna take it and turn it into a meal. You give me a house, I'm gonna turn it into a home. So it becomes a domino effect. But I do believe that because of the way that I was raised, that everything starts with the man. Not saying that we're not at fault, because we most certainly are accountable for our actions. So once we start seeing that you guys can receive that, and like you said, I feel convicted, so I gotta come back and fix me.
I agree.
It's easy for us to submit. We don't have a problem saying,
right,
you know what, we're gonna. This is how you walk, and it just becomes a smooth ride eventually.
Well, our pastor said a man is supposed to apologize first.
I'm sorry.
Like being the head, you're the head. Apologize first. Set the tone in the home. It's about set the tone. Even if you as parents, when our children do something, right, we'd say, you know what, it doesn't matter. Come here.
Right.
And if he's my covenant, so come here and let's work it out. Let me apologize. And it softens the blow, even if we're wrong, because sometimes we can be wrong.
Right.
That's 8% of the time of the 90.
Hold on. And I was gonna say, I know she's always right because she tells me she's always right. So I know. She tells me she's always right. I know you're always right.
But if the male resists, that like if you guys resist, or like if pride comes in with the man, not saying that you do this,
right?
But if the pride comes in with the man and it's like, no, I'm not doing it, then the same way we receive, it'll be given back the same way.
Right.
It's a reflection.
So it's a reflection. Right, we're a reflection.
It's a reflection of the aggression.
Oh, I like that, baby.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it again. It's a reflection of the aggression.
Right.
I agree.
So
I agree. And I understand what you're saying when you say that.
So sometimes
But that's exactly what I did the other day. When I told you, I said I had to realize my behavior wasn't right.
Right.
Now, and I had to convey that to her with love, respect, and humbleness.
Yes.
Because you also got to be humble and say I was wrong.
Right.
And when you do that, and this is a hard part. not saying I told you so.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
If I come back to you, hey, when somebody says, I'm sorry, you know what, I messed up.
No, you can't do that.
You can't say, I told you so.
That kills it.
That kills it.
That kills it.
Because now
Absolutely.
that person's wall is down, and you just told
Crushed
you so.
it.
No, it's got to be the same way you would do your child. Sorry, babe.
It's all good. We good.
We're good.
We're good.
And then you move on. And
it shouldn't be brought back up.
right.
But that's the thing. That's the good thing of not bringing it back up.
Go back up.
Should be brought back up.
Go back up.
And that's how. But those are the things that we say when I say we don't have argument. Now, don't get me wrong. We have disagreements. I don't like him all the time. He don't like me. But I think the part we don't, but we still love each other. But the thing,
if you said differently, you'd be lying.
But right,
Yeah.
And so I think the thing that keeps it from arguments is because we don't bring it back up. We have never brought an issue back up. I don't care what it is. Once it's dead, it's dead. Now
I've done that. I'm
now-
gonna say that.
It's at the point now where it's not
even.
It's not intentionally that we forget. It just happens now.
Well, what did we say? What did we say?
try not to do it.
But what did we say when we
I've done
said
it. I've done it.
we talked about a
And it makes it
trainer?
worse.
We talked about marriage being. We talked about it being a training. You're training for exercise.
Yeah.
And have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, I'm exercising and I'm on this condition
Like a regimen
and diet." And you ask them, "Is that hard?" And they'll say, "No, it's kind of easy now. It started off being hard, but now it's kind of easy, right?" So that's the same way we talked about that being with marriage, because you might ask someone, people want to say marriage is hard. Let's stop saying it, because because the younger generation are scared of hard work.
Yeah.
It's a regimen. It's a regimen.
And it's like,
as you're getting the hang of it,
and what
The work ethic is not there.
and what people are really saying, is discipline is hard. Not the actual marriage itself, is discipline, and that's in every area of your life. You go to a job, you have a role. You may not get it straight for that first month because you're training, you're learning, and they want to quit. But it's the discipline that you have to develop to sustain it. And that's with marriage. Marriage is not hard. It's the discipline. And once you understand how discipline works and what the purpose of discipline straightens everything out. So if you can be disciplined in this area, I did it before. I conquered discipline. I can be disciplined in my marriage. We just have to take that same mindset and apply it to every single thing.
People understand
that we
discipline. They don't understand hard work. They don't want hard.
Right.
So,
but they will receive discipline. Discipline is natural.
So,
you know what I mean?
I'm going to say something, and then I'm going to contradict myself, but I'm going to say no.
Okay, I'm going to get in
First
this
thing I'm
corner.
going to say is that marriage isn't hard. It's us that's difficult.
It's the discipline.
Right.
You don't want the discipline.
I agree with that though.
No, so, marriage is a word. It's an inanimate object. It's a noun. Marriage is a noun. Now, so it's us that make it hard, not marriage. Marriage is just a word that's sitting right here. Now here's where I contradict myself. Marriage is not a noun. Marriage is a living, breathing thing. If you don't feed it, it's gonna die. If you don't manicure it like your lawn, if you don't weed it, it's gonna overrun with weeds, with your problems.
Right.
If you don't nurture it, it's gonna suffer.
But
So
they
marriage
all create. That's the discipline.
Marriage is an
But that's the
inanimate-
discipline.
Right. Marriage is,
and
it's like a baby. It's living, it's breathing, it grows. There's times when it's healthy. There's times when it's sick. Your marriage, but it's because of the
times where it's
two
and it's
of
the
you.
workout
Yeah.
over
There's times
on
when
it.
it's strong. Right. You got to pour into it in order to keep it strong. The same way, like I said, if you got a beautiful lawn, it might be beautiful lawn. You know, it's rough work sometimes trying to get beautiful lawn.
And let me tell you what you do. You got a beautiful lawn, right?
You have to discipline
Someone will
yourself
come
to
over
do those things.
and you say, "What do you use in your lawn?" And that person can tell you what they use on their lawn.
Right.
With marriage, we have to be able to ask someone, "Hey, I don't have it. What are you using on your lawn?
Right.
What are you doing to now?"
type of fertilizer
what kind of fertilizer are you using?
Oh, how about this right here? I get
And
mad.
you gotta keep
when
weeds out with your marriage, right?
Right.
You gotta keep the
One
weeds
weed
out.
can spread and kill the whole lawn.
How about this right here? When I go out to the mailbox and I see somebody's dog pooping on our lawn, somebody's dog pooping on our lawn by the mailbox, I get mad. Yeah. Be the same way about your marriage. Be mad when somebody
Plops. Just plops.
Plop some crap in your marriage. Be mad at that. Be mad when there's weeds in your marriage. Get them out of there quick. Because in other words, you're gonna go.
And you know what? I'm gonna even switch that word up and not say mad. Be passionate.
Be passionate.
Be passionate.
And guess what? If you eat McDonald's 24/7, I love McDonald's. I used to. It's gonna be harmful to you eventually. But when you start eating healthy, same thing as your marriage.
But that's
you feed
the
your
discipline.
marriage, you feed your marriage healthy
It all
stuff.
rolls back to having the discipline
And then
to
when
do
someone
it.
say, is it hard? Like, no, I'm disciplined in it.
Yeah.
It's not. It
Just
was
think of-
hard. It
just
was
think
kind
of
of
martial
difficult
arts, right?
when we first did it.
Martial arts don't say. Nobody says, I am a kung fu person or I study martial arts. They'll say what their discipline is. They don't identify it as the actual act that it's called. You know what I mean?
They'll generalize.
They generalize it. I'm disciplined in jiu-jitsu. I'm disciplined in kung fu. You know what I mean? Because it's a discipline. That piece of discipline is what they're mastering to do the art of karate. You have to master the discipline. And that's all it is for everything in your life. You have to master the discipline to be able to go through and complete and be successful. And once you master discipline, you live a fulfilled life.
Right.
Just think of Bruce Lee. People start to come. That's attractive. Wow, how do you become so disciplined to be able to move that fast? What is it that's driving you? And then there's a spiritual aspect to it, but the discipline, mastering that, is what opens the door to that level of the supernatural.
Oh my goodness, babe. That was such a good show. I am so excited that we got to meet all of those individuals.
Yeah, that was really good.
And we got to talk to them. And, you know, it not to say that everything that we said was completely right and justified. It was justified in our way, the way we see things as married couples. And we know that every relationship is different. But it is some meat to hold on to. It is some things that you can take and apply into your own relationship and your own marriage.
Yes.
And, you know, it's good to take from other individuals.
And I was just about to say that too, because exactly what happened in the hot tub is what we talk about all the time about having a marriage community. Even though some of the individuals that were there, we did not know, we met them while we were there. This is what a community of marriage does. When people have that commonality where, you know, we say relationships is not that hard was one of our very first episodes. People understand marriage who's been married and, you know, been in relationships. So when we begin to talk and uncover things, we have all these different perspectives from different backgrounds that just add to the table. And like you said, it was the meat of the conversation then becomes fulfillment. It becomes very good. You know what I mean? So, and we can build off of that with one another. Yes. And I bet you every couple that was there in that hot tub will remember that experience.
Yes, it was fun.
It was definitely
getting together
fun.
with people that you just don't know and see how great, how intriguing it is that you all have similar views and on things. So we want to again shout out to everyone that was in that hot tub on that summer night.
Oh yeah, it was nice. Weather was perfect. The atmosphere was perfect.
And we were at the Green
Springs Resort.
Once again, we give a shout out to Amy and Joe, to Omar and Melissa. Well, Amy and Joe of Detroit, Michigan. Omar and Heather. Melissa, sorry. My eyes don't have my. Omar and Melissa. Melissa like Heather. Who the heck is Heather? Honey, get it right. Omar and Heather. Omar and Melissa of New York. Omar and Melissa of New York. David and Katie of Pennsylvania. And Kevin and Michelle from New Jersey. Kevin and Michelle Armstrong from New Jersey.
My apologies, y'all.
You don't always get it right. Even when you're looking at the paper in black and white, it's still sometimes it gets mixed up.
Right, and we can laugh about it. And it's just like marriage. We don't always get it right. But it's things that we can laugh about, move forward, build upon, and just continue to love one another.
That's right, baby.
That's right.
Continue to listen to the Way That I Love You podcast. I'm your host, Sherona.
And I'm your host, Will Music, with the season wrap up for season 4. Episode 22, pool party, no kids in the hot tub.
No kids in the hot tub. Come on, rep your team. It's time to get ready for next season. We'll be back
next
week, repping our team.
Yes. We'll see y'all next week, like you said, right? We'll see y'all next week.
See you.
Later.